Good morning, students. We are doing American poetry and we are going through the poets of American poetry. इसी फेज में हम लोग S.W. Longfellow के बारे में देखते हैं. He's extremely important poet. He was born in the year 1807 and died in the year 1882. He was born at Portland, Maine in 1807 in America. He began to publish poetry at the age of 13 years just. He resigned from his professorship in 1854. His full name was Henry Wordsworth Longfellow. इसको शॉर्ट में S.W. Longfellow बोलते हैं. He worked as a teacher of modern languages at Harvard University. Literary career works के बारे में देखते हैं. He has been called the children's poet. Very important this is. Who is known as children's poet? So it is S.W. Longfellow. He was a musical poet and a versatile scholar. He wrote both short and long poems. Some of them tell the life of red Italian Indians. His style is simple. He has used many verse poems. He wrote sonnets such as To Shakespeare and the Tides. We can see a trace of fancy in them. He describes nature here and there in very delicate and graceful manner. He describes night as Thou layest thy fingers on the lips of care, and they complain no more. He wrote Italian sonnets, whose rhyme scheme is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. He wrote novels also. Hyperion and Kavanga are his well-known novels. In Kavanga, he uses wonderful proverbs. Silence is a great peacemaker. In youth, all doors open outward. In old days, they all open inward. When looking for anything lost, begin by looking where you think it is not. Hyperion is semi-autobiographical romance written in 1839. Though he was American, he wrote an Indian epic, The Song of Hiawatha. He also wrote about doings of his Puritan forefathers in Evangelion and the courtship of Miles Standish. His lyrics have melody and music. Contemporary writers Edgar Allan Poe criticized Longfellow and accused him of plagiarism. He called Longfellow a determined imitator and a dexterous adapter of the ideas of other people. However, most critics see Poe's acquisitions as a publicity stunt. He was a scholar and a translator. Through his works, he became known French, Spanish, German, and Italian poets. He loved children. This is extremely important. He has been called the children's poet. He wrote poems such as Children and Children's Hour. Once he wrote the following, which can also be said about him. Lives of great men all remind us. We can make our lives sublime and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. In brief, he was a sonneter, ballad writer, versatile scholar, translator, moralist, kind lyricist who had ingenious, gracious personality. He died in the year 1892. His famous works are Oasis of the Night in 1839. He had written Pilgrimage Beyond the Sea, 1835, Evangeline, 1847, The Song of Hiawatha, 1855, Poems on Celebrity, 1842, Spanish Student, 1843, Belfry of Bruges, 1845, The Golden Legend, 1851, Hyperion and Kavang Novelty, A Charm of Life poem, Hymn of the Night, The Bridge, The Arrow and the Song, The Arsenal at Springfield, The Building of the Ship, The Village Blacksmith, and Morituri Salutamus. So these are all the famous and major works by S.W. Longfellow. I hope you would have understood the video and about him. So next thing in the next video. Thank you so much.